cerebral palsy, broken bones at birth, and brain or spinal injuries may all be
Check.
the result
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
or a medical mistake. Your doctor or hospital may be at fault.
Alrighty.
Money that could help cover the cost of caring for your child. Call us today to learn more.
Call 1-800-891-6442. That's 1-800-891-6442. I'm a non-attorney spoke.
Let me see if I can turn off that virtual background. Say none. See what that does.
Believing. And when you cook with people, the difference is as clear as day. See for yourself at Profit.com.
For the first time in 24 years, Arizona has voted for a Democrat to be president. NBC News can now project that President-elect Joe Biden has flipped the state, giving Biden at least 290 electoral college votes, although it looks like now that number is actually 306. It's just been updated in the past couple minutes as NBC News has called Georgia for Joe Biden as the apparent winner of Georgia. Joining me now from Arizona is NBC News political reporter Vaughn Hilliard. Vaughn, sometimes the news moves so fast that we don't have time to update the scripts. This is one of those situations. We had been waiting on Arizona, and Arizona is a big deal for the Democrats who spent a lot of time there and have been hoping to flip it now for many years. They've set their sights on that state, thinking that the demographics would be in their favor. You talked to Cindy McCain, and it's interesting because although the Latino vote didn't break heavily for Joe Biden across the country, what did break heavily for Joe Biden in Arizona was Maricopa County. How much did Cindy McCain have to do with that?
You know, we can make the case that Cindy McCain was one of those very voters that changed this election, or Senator Jeff Flake, the former Republican senator, who also, like Cindy McCain, put a closing week ad for the Joe Biden campaign. When you look at Maricopa County, Donald Trump in 2016 won by about 45,000 votes. This go around, Joe Biden won by 45,000 votes. And that is where you saw this electorate swing in such an incredible way that I think is defining. Because, yes, when you look at Georgia and Arizona, sure, did Joe Biden need them on the electoral map? No.
That they would
But
recommend
these are
them.
the states where Republicans are concerned going forward. Because if there is a willingness to not only vote for Joe Biden for president here, but also like two Democrats in the U.S. Senate out of Arizona, there is long-term problems here. This is a place that Romney won in 2012 by 10 percentage points, and then John McCain in his own re-election bid for the Senate won it by 13 points in 2016. But this is no longer the Republican Party of John McCain or Mitt Romney. It's that of Donald Trump. And where does the party go from here? Listen to part of my conversation with Cindy McCain.
The reason that Joe Biden won was because people were looking for something else. They were looking for civility. They were looking for empathy, compassion, a leader that would listen to them and care about them. I hope myself and many other people have made a difference in this race. I hope if nothing more, I encourage women especially, just Republican women, to step outside their comfort zone and vote for a Democrat.
Civility and compassion, Katie. This is about independents, moderates, even conservatives who willingly voted for Democrats here in Arizona. The question is this a Democratic state going forward, or the Republican Party trying to regain what it once was here in this state? Katie?
You know, Donald Trump got away with attacking John McCain back in 2015, among the Republicans at least, and winning the election. But after John McCain's death and after he continued to go after him, a war hero who was in the grave, the president continued to attack him. It seems like there's a lot of Americans out there, including a lot of those in Arizona, who just had enough. Vaughn Hilliard, Vaughn, thank you so much. And in a direct rebuttal to Donald Trump's claims of election fraud, the nation's top election security agency says the 2020 election was the most secure in American history. The results are clear, says one former Kentucky elections director. Republican James Young wrote, "It infuriates me knowing the integrity of these public servants are being called into question. Election administrators are heroes. sides. I can't stress.
Okay, before I send that out. All right, so what the heck? Okay, so there is the stream. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so there it is.
Hello, Terry.
I hear somebody.
It is I.
Okay, I'm going to get myself all confused here, Jeff, because I've got the
Well, I
web.
got the other one open too.
It's like this is too much. I'm doing too many things going on here.
Yeah, I opened that YouTube one first, and I could see you on there.
I hear somebody.
It is I.
Okay, I'm going to get myself all confused.
Okay,
here.
I'm turning it on YouTube.
The
We'll
web.
catch it off YouTube.
Yeah, we're going to drive ourselves silly.
This is too
So
much. I'm doing too
I'm
much.
going to mute my web stream one, I think. Okay, then somebody just chatted us something. Hi, Terry, it's Kelly. Hello. When your computer's notifications sound, there is an echo on the webinar. Oh, well, that may be because we had those other things open, I think.
Yep. So I'm turning, and nobody else that would be doing this would be on that part anyway. So
Yeah. I'm going to say hi, Kelly. So Jeff, you and I are, I'm going to make some of these other attendees here promote to panelists. So we're going to make Janie a panelist just for right now. We can always demote her if we want to, right?
okay, I think that was Casey and not Kelly.
Oh, Kelly did send a message.
Oh, okay. I see one from Casey on chat.
Okay, so why can't I make anybody else? Oh,
Hi,
here.
Jenny.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, Terry. It says
Hey.
you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it.
Oh, really?
What a meanie you are.
Which
I'm
is
gonna
just
make
fine.
just for right now, I'm gonna make everybody panelists, just so we can all see and talk to each other. Okay. So then, Jeff, as far as the video goes, how do we turn on their video for all of them?
What are
This-
we
this
right
is-
now? Are we in Zoom?
Are we in Zoom?
I think everybody's got to turn on their video first.
Well, this is Kelly. When I try to do it, it says you can't start your video because the host has stopped it.
Yeah, that's what mine said too, Kelly.
Even though you all are hosts, why don't you try it now? Okay,
Nope.
still can't, huh?
No, I cannot either.
Ew.
So why is that,
Me
Jeff?
either.
I don't even have an option to allow them to.
I just clicked on it. I can see that their thing is off. Change role, don't allow, change role of attendee. Okay, I'm going to change Janie first. Change role of attendee.
But doing that, that's not going to
Oh.
allow her to share a camera.
That's right. Actually, I kicked her out. Sorry, Janie.
Terry,
Oh.
can you hear me okay?
Yeah,
I'll
we
send
hear
her-
you, Casey.
I'll
we're
send
trying
Jeannie
to,
a text.
we're
let
trying
her
to
know.
figure out how to get everybody's camera to work is what we're trying to figure out right now.
Yeah. I'm a co-host.
Mine also says you cannot start video because the host has stopped it.
Yeah, so that's what we're trying to figure out, Casey, is why that is.
Are they co-hosts? see, I'm a
Is that
co-host.
what we need to do? Do we need to bump them to co-host?
Yeah, let's try that. Sorry,
Okay,
Janie. If
so
you
I'm
can.
gonna make co-host. Casey, now you're a co-host. Kelly, we're gonna make you a co-host. So then try your up there you go. That's what's bringing the cameras on. So
Okay.
that's it. So we got to make you co-hosts. So here we got to give you more authority.
I guess I didn't make the cut.
Yeah, you did, Pete. I just made you co-host.
There's a reason for that, Pete.
So Janie's still out there. She can hear us, but
but we're gonna promote her to panelist first. Okay, so now she's a panelist. So as a panelist, Janie, can you turn your camera on, or do we still have to make you a co-host, huh?
she's a guest.
I think you're gonna have to make her a co-host because I was a panelist and I couldn't turn my video on. I was getting the same
Yeah,
message.
okay. So
We
we're gonna
cannot
be
start
nice.
your video because the host has stopped it.
Yeah, so we're gonna make you a co-host too. So that's a good thing for us to remember, Jeff, is that we've got to have them be co-hosts, huh?
Yep.
Okay, Janie, you
promotions
should
and
be
a
able to do
couple-
it now. Try your camera now, please.
I sure will. Hang on a minute here.
And then it looks like we are, yep, there you are. Hey,
Two
hey.
promotions in 3 minutes. That's pretty incredible.
Does the pay go along with that?
That comes with a commensurate 10% salary increase too.
Woohoo!
I'll send a memo to Bob Hetzel.
You do that.
Yeah. It was so funny because I don't know if Jorsted's birthday is today. So today
That's right. Happy
he
birthday to
turned
Jim.
64 today. And I sent out a message and then I copied it to Stephen Hopper, who is his boss down at the system, and then to Hetzel and to Betsy. And everybody responded except for Stephen Hopper. And Bob sent a real nice, just a real nice little general note of, congratulations and everything. And then I talked to Jim later this morning, and he said, I got this message from Bob that he was really irritated because he kept getting all these birthday wishes to me coming into his inbox. And then Jim was joking. He was joking. Bob did not complain about it, but I got to thinking about that. So that's probably exactly what was happening. So I sent a note to everybody other than Bob and Betsy to say, make sure you take them off the CC if you respond with birthday wishes, So anyway.
Terry, that was my first thought when they started coming in. I'm like, Terry is flooding the campus leadership's inboxes.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, back down to business here so we don't hold up the ladies' time here. What I'd like us to try to do is to make sure that the way this is set right now, that if Jeff, Pete, and me turn off our cameras, why don't we go ahead and do that? We'll stop our video. So we go away and okay, so what I'm seeing right now, and Casey, thank you. You shut yours off as well. So let's just kind of pretend like we are doing what we're going to want to do next Wednesday. So I don't know, Kelly, if you've got something on your screen that you could share, you could maybe turn your camera off. And Janie, why don't you turn your camera off too? And then let's just have Kelly just kind of share something that she might have. I should have warned you about that, Kelly, so you'd have something. But yeah, even that's fine, whatever. Just something that would be our opening slide for the event on Wednesday. And so what we would do is Jeff or I, and we've got to decide exactly which one of us is going to be doing that. We would, well, the interesting thing is the stream. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I was going to say the stream is black, but no, it's there now. It's just a little delayed. Anyway, what I was going to say is Kelly will start out by sharing her screen. So we will start out the live stream. So that's, or we'll, excuse me, we will open up the webinar and start the webinar up with Kelly's screen up with this title slide. And then Janie, I think what we can probably do then is either Jeff or I could just be like in your ear, if you'd have your cell phone or something up to your ear, and we could just say, please go ahead and start. And then you can set your cell phone down, and then you could turn your camera on. And then once you've done that, then Kelly, you could go ahead and maybe she could say a few words with the title slide up, welcome to our event, and whatever that slide is going to say, Kelly. And then after Janie's kind of established that, then I think it would be appropriate for you to stop sharing your screen. And then Janie, now you are full screen. And so then you can go ahead and do your little introductory spiel, right? And then Casey, just to make you feel really important, why don't you play the role of Tim Dale, who's going to be our guest on Wednesday? And so, Janie begins to introduce you. And so you, Casey, in the role of Tim Dale, could turn your camera on. There we go. Perfect.
Excellent. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then Janie, you go ahead and I'll shut up, and you can just go ahead and finish your introduction. And then Casey, you're going to have to give us words of wisdom about the topic.
And we are so happy that Casey's filling in, and I love all the boxes in the back of his office. It's all yours, Casey.
Yes, well, thanks. All these wonderful boxes back here are the technology that keep the campus going in the classrooms. Some of which I'd like to discard. While others work much better. So we're trying.
Yeah, I want to know what's in the cooking in the microwave there.
Nothing at the moment. But
nothing right now.
It was delicious a few minutes ago.
So and Casey, or what Tim would be doing now then is he'd start his presentation, and he does have some slides. So he'd be sharing his screen with some slides. And then let's just pretend that Casey, you're done with the presentation. And then Kelly has been watching the chat function for questions. And so Kelly, yeah, you could go ahead and turn on your camera and then ask the question that you might have. And actually, Casey, Tim would probably keep his camera on because the questions are going to be for Tim. So.
Okay.
Yes, first question from our audience. What's Casey's favorite food? What did he have for lunch? So
Not my favorite food for lunch. Favorite food would be pizza. And today was oatmeal.
Ooh, that's
Yeah, welcome
Janie
to
does not approve of your choices, evidently. But
yeah, welcome to the world of celiac disease. It's a good time.
Oh, bless your heart. Yeah.
right.
My
Well, yeah.
question for the speaker is, what's the round thing above your head on that cabinet?
All right, I want guesses before I tell you.
It looks like an old-fashioned hair dryer, like my aunt used to use when I was about 5.
Sure. Yeah, I see what you're saying there.
Mini Doppler radar. Mini Doppler.
Ooh, that's a
That
good
sounds
guess.
like
That's
fun
much
too.
better, Kelly. Mhm.
Yeah,
I was going to say it's a prop from the original Star Trek series. It was known as
not far off
Merman.
either. I thought R2D2, but actually it's a speaker that
Really?
came out of the gym from the old system.
Huh.
Before I actually worked here, I inherited it.
Wow. Excellent. Okay. We'll
So
just
that's all the time we have for questions. So I'll let Janie wrap it up. Look at me moving along here, you know?
Way to go, Kelly.
Efficient.
You're
Thank
not
you.
gonna ask my question?
Yeah, what does
Sorry,
the color
yeah.
blue mean to you? Mhm. Casey,
I'm sorry. Could you repeat the question?
the question is, what does the color blue mean to you?
I'm going to say the red, white, and blue. So we're going to say pride.
Nice. Excellent.
Very nice answer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, with that, we're going to wrap it up. The next month's program is on
And
Rotary
remember
Light.
to turn your camera on, Jane.
Oh, geez. Yes. So next month's program is December, whatever it is.
And Casey,
It will
turn
be,
yours on.
we're going to talk about Rotary Lights and UWL's involvement in that over the last 26 years. So we hope you can join us.
And then Kelly, at that point, you probably maybe even while she's finishing up, you'd have that slide that would promote next month's talk. You know,
Right.
you'd have brought that up. And then what Jeff or I would do is we'd go to the button here, and we have a button, Jeff. It's under the 3 dots